Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing some more Strange Antiquities. We're on day 10. We have a couple of things. This one we have not even attempted. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. I'm betting is going to be in the catacombs. So now it's just okay. So there's a moon, right? But it said below a moon that does not shine. There is no mark upon my shrine. Okay. In the dark, but not alone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay, so there's this cross of stone. But here's a cross of stone as well. Here's another moon, actually. So I don't think it's going to be below this moon. I think it's going to be maybe this one. Maybe. Although, here's another moon. Good Lord. And then there's... Wow, we got tons of moons. A cross. Okay, let's find the crosses, because maybe that's going to be easier. There's a cross, but that's above, right? Here's, ooh, that's got a sun and a moon. Oh, but that's got all sorts of markings, so I don't think it's gonna be that. Here's a cross, but there's no moon. Same with this one. There is a cross here, right? Below a moon that does not shine. I mean, I guess this is technically below. Here's a moon. Here's a cross. They didn't make this one easy. I'm gonna go with this one though, because this really does have no marking. It is below a moon, right? And then the neighbor has a stone cross. We're gonna, yay! We found the right one. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there is nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it, tucked away in an unnatural crack in the rock wall, a stone totem. This is what I came for. Oh my. Not a stone totem. Here, we're going to put you right there. That's fine. All right. Jupiter, it's lovely seeing you. And so then I still have, well, technically 3, right? I put these in the proper order. I need 1 more. And then I still don't know quite what this means. And the maiden in the tower points the way. Is there any trees in the catacomb? I don't think so. Although I guess there's that is a flower-like thing. But I don't see like any maidens down here, right? I guess maybe that's a maiden. That looks like a crown. That might be a maiden. I don't know. Just taking a quick look. Because it didn't appear that this one... Yeah, I don't... The maiden points... The maiden in the tower. It's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be. The maiden in the tower. But this doesn't... It still doesn't make that much sense. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Okay, hold please. Let's think this through. Castle Gleason, is it on this map? It is, isn't it? Maybe not. I thought it was. Hall, Guild, Covenant Station, Pit, Wood, Tower Bell, Stones, Hall. No, it's not. Interesting. Unless it's clearly marked something else. It does not look like it. So I don't think it's here, right? I don't honestly think it's here. I think it's here. So then the question becomes symbols. Is there a maiden symbol? Got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. None of these look good. None of these look good. Don't think any of these look good. Because there's symbols all around here, right? And so it's just a matter of, well, that's a triple goddess. Hold, please. Put you back for a second. All right. Let's figure out what some of these symbols mean, maybe, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got the sticks. Here. Those sticks. We saw the witch's knot. The witch's knot is on there next to, if I won't let me do this twice. The witch's knot is here next to Hardwick Tower. Okay. So that is something. See if we can find some of these other symbols. I think the symbol for cold is there as well. Not quite what I meant. Yeah, there's a symbol for cold. Got bismuth on there. I'm pretty sure I've seen the Jupiter one. I was trying to find this one. What are you? What are you? Fear! Awesome. Not what I'm looking for. Okay. What are you? I think this is those symbols, yeah. So what lead. You are lead. Okay. Interesting. You are storm. I'm assuming that's sun. Kind of looks like a sun. Autumn, winter, winter, spring. Oh, and that's wind. Yeah, gold, sun. Okay. That's potassium. This is phosphorus. Okay, this is mercury. I'm Mercury! I don't know if anybody would get that. It's a random reference to a Robin Williams interview. Because the man was damn funny. So, oh, that's blessing. Interesting. Okay, so this is blessing. What are you, my dear? That's right, you're Mercury. You're Jupiter. You're 10. You're bismuth. What are you? Antimony and iron. Did I try this? This looks like that's male. That looks sort of like female, if I'm remembering mine correctly. Arsenic and phosphorus. Let's just the hedges grow neat hedge rows and worn pillars frame the space. Gravel crunches underfoot. It's otherwise silent in the courtyard. There's no reason to linger. I I don't. I mean, we could just try this, right? I'm wasting my time here. Okay, okay. All right, fine. Wasting time. Fine. What is this? One, two, three. Bring this down. Well, so I can see it better. Better to see you with, my dear. Catherine Walpole. I have traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the Dreyer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they would see soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it. Oh, okay, so not what I was thinking it would be. Eye of Cernus. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernus himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernus are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Is that a well, that's the voice. Eyes of Cernus. Seeing if this Eye of Cernus pops up anywhere else back here. Just so that, like, if it goes, oh, somebody loves you, right? So it's mind. I might actually have a chance in finding it without having to, roll dice. That would be helpful. I would prefer not to roll dice. I would wholly prefer not to roll dice, but no. Powerful. Enter the mind. Okay. Out of curiosity, what was this again? Oh, these are curses. That's right. Let me bring this back up here. No, no, not use that item. Mind. Confusion, foresight, death, protection, paralysis. Mentic. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to remember that. But let's see. So green, the malachite, copper. Mentic, and then blue. Or have they? Oh, I just totally overlooked it. Okay. Yep. Malachite or a and or a nice blue color. This is a nice blue color. But I don't know that it's Oh, that's turquoise. No, I don't want turquoise. These have a whole bunch of symbols on it, but I think they're weather symbols, which I don't think is what I am looking for. That is a pretty green stone, that's for sure. But I don't think... Oh, has a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Fuck it, why not? Let's try it. Using the index, I can find a sketch. Oh, well, I didn't see them holding that. The jade stone, a stone of hints at the connection. Okay. Zephyrum. The resonant objects give off a faint odor. And... Sorry, I had an alarm going off. That was not good. Faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone and power. Scent of magic. Just add a little flair to it. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. Power of wind, but I don't know about west wind. Hi, male person. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't home. Sorry, David. Unusual for her. I mean, she's been a busybody lately. I hope she's okay. Are you going to give me a piece of mail with that she wrote to me? No. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss it. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Rushkin. Mrs. R. Beam. Well, Mrs. R. Beam. Rushkin, huh? Okay, Rushkin. Detached house. I am greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I'd like a tea sounds good. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first, I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmur, groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense. You're haunted. All right, hold on. No, I don't want symbology. You're right, book. You were right, book. I didn't want you. You were right. Speaking. There is nothing that says speaking. Voices? Voices carry. No. Okay. Dispel the gloom. So it's gloomy. We hear voices. Soft creaking in the wind. Soft creaking in the wind. Okay, that's a memory. Mental fog, several hours. It's not going to be the Talon. It's probably not going to be the Ares Remnant, because that's light, right? Breathe underwater. We're not underwater. Not yet. Binding seed. The mind and the body, the winding path, the mind is spiral. Feelings of guilt. Nope. Bones guard. The poison. Likely she turned the tide of the battle, surrounded close. This is to cleanse curses or hexes. Basculate scales. Permit the bearer to withstand fire. Well, we're not on fire, so that's not going to help me. Levitation. No, I don't think so. Diverging hook. Thoughts from other people's mind. These unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track. I don't think so. Praxis burning blood. Selenic discipline. I don't think that's correct either. These items are rare. Thomas, I don't. The truth is a little less evocant. I don't think we'd have two eyes of Ceranos back to back. That makes no sense. A fortnance enhance the strength. I don't think we're looking at strength enhancements. We're not looking at unrecognizable. Oh, maybe a tearing charm. They're enjoyed by, and of course they have devious applications. Let's try the healing charm first. Where is my healing charm? I think it's this, right? Yeah. Yeah. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they are saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifeless back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual looking item. Immediately the voices fall silent, and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of blood being pumped around my body. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. Probably for some devilish charm that I haven't figured out yet. But hey, look, we did it. Grinville Pierce. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. Sounds like a you problem. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself because he was hoping to cut somebody's head off. That's obvious. I want to restore it to its former glory. Well, I would like lots of things, sir. I don't know that you deserve to have a shimmer. Just saying. Okay. That's lots of flowery stuff on this night. I wonder if that middle piece is considered the shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of an unimaginable blah, 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 horrors of battle. allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Southerfell of 1356. Okay, so maybe we're looking for that kind of pattern, maybe? Something with protection. Something wearable. Something wearable. I'm sorry. That's kind of got the same imagery. Turquoise gem. Hold, please. Okay. Hold on, sir. Hold your pants. Sorry. Oh, I'm at the beginning. An aquamarine is water. Is that what that was? That was aquamarine, wasn't it? Yeah, this is aquamarine, right? Turquoise. No. No. Wrong. Good day, sir. Turquoise. I don't have a turquoise gem. I guess the aquamarine is considered turquoise. Okay. Maybe it's... I don't think it's going to be this, though. I don't... Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that. It's something that you can wear. It says it's pointy. Oh my. Thank you for tell me it's pointy. I wouldn't have never guessed that it was pointy. Not pointy. Do I have anything that makes sense here? It doesn't look like it, which is a little annoying. I'm gonna have to do the needful and guess, I think. Okay, so this has got one of those things. Hold on, let's look at the symbology. It is... I think one of them is phosphorus, right? That's what it looked like. Phosphorus. And cold. I don't think it's going to be that. At least I think that was cold. But either way, I don't know that that's... We're gonna go through some bad stuff here. Hint. You're looking for something that looks like it could fit in the slot in the sketch. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this. But it doesn't have like any marking. But this is what comes to mind. That's what it is. This pendant would fit into the slot shown in the sketch. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight, or staying in one step ahead. Thank goodness. Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a babelia is not clear. They resemble a mintic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mintic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. The ability does not transfer to spoken language. All right, Freddie Lamb. I work at the still mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's a one of us hasn't suffered a nasty burn. You have anything that can to protect against that sort of thing? Hold on, young Freddy. Burning blood. Fire. Ah, our basilisk friend. Yes, I was like, I know I read something about fire just a second ago. Made from basilisk scales, known to endure intense heat, permit the bearer to withstand fire or an unopened flame. All right. Basilisk scales. You don't say. I don't know what basilisk scales would look like. Maybe this? A brown shard of some kind. Black, orange, black. Yeah, let's give this a try. This looks fine. Yay! Instinct! Kick it in! The item uses a basilisk scale, which I'm assuming is this. The amber and obsidian gemstones hint at the connection to fire. Fire! Solomon's Menther. One of the three types of menther, the Solomon variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind, to recall that which has been forgotten, or to repair that which has been broken. It will produce a noticeably stronger Thaumic field than the other two types. Thanks, he says. My wife will be relieved. I found this down the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. I don't know if it's anything important or not, but you're going to give it to me just the same. Oh, yes, it is very important. It goes right there. Hold on. Let me put that away. Okay, that goes up. Now things are glowing. I press the button. Why did nobody else notice? Why is he the only one that's looking at his feet? All right, so that closes it. I'm a betting. Ah, this will get us into energies. Okay, so that's 3. Okay. I'm betting whatever this is has to do with this. Okay. Oh, that's nice, but I don't think that's what I want. Okay, that just closes it. Let's try something different. That might be, that's this. A Duranic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them. Object made of silver. Okay. I forget. Are you made of silver? Oh, we'll see what that does. That makes a very interesting pattern all on its own. What about you? Oh, you make that pattern. Okay, so you're number 2. You're number 2. What about you? What about you, big boy? You may be number 2. Yeah, I can make it on my own. But I don't know what else is... What to do, nephew? I think this is stone, right? Yeah. What about you? Are you silver? Varnished silver, okay. What do you do to that? Hey, look! So we've got an object made of silver. I wonder if that's not the thing that I need. That definitely makes the one. Yeah? Yeah. That makes the second. This makes the third. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. What does the clue say? Built by a Durnic skill. I don't... Hold on, hold on, hold on. Is that one that I can look up? Durnic, yes. Of the day. Okay. Oh, wait. That book is there. This wasn't in where it was supposed to be. So it gave me trouble because it wasn't where it was supposed to be. A sleep vessel. Oh, okay. Alright, alright, alright. So this is supposed to give us... but it doesn't give us... I don't... Well, so we know that this is... Sorry, this is this. That is that. Is this the Durnic, I don't know. Durnic seal. Is that what the Durnic seal looks like, I guess, is the question I should be asking myself. Little circle, little medium circle, big circle. Okay. No, the little circle... Okay, that's fine. This needs to be down here. That's the Durnic. Yes. What happens when we do that? Makes an interesting pattern. I don't know what I'm doing with the problem. I know it's this, right? I don't know. Yeah, sleeping vessels is Durnick, but I don't know that that is what I'm looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Well, that gives me the 2. I don't. What about the Eye of Cernos? What does that do? That sort of gives me the 3. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe the eye is it. Although they both could be it. It could be both of them. Oh, it could be the voice too. The eye, the voice, St. John's Anvil. They all do the things. Well, that's not helpful. Next customer, Audrey Bell. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful, because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? I mean, a lot of uses. Those of us who have read Holder's teaching have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled pin is all I require. Well, what if I don't have one of those for you? What if I don't want to give you one of those? Veiled pin is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers use them. Oh, whoops, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Brightly colored in the light, clouded over in darkness. Brightly colored. The better question is am I in the light? I don't know if I'm in the light or not. That's the problem. I have nothing to remark. It's warm and cold. I'm gonna ask for a hint on this one. I'm not even brightly colored. I should start there. Well, the one brightly colored thing I have is already called for. What about you? You are definitely bright. No. I don't know. Hey, there we go. The eyeball. This item is brightly colored, if you say so. When placed in darkness, a drawer or cupboard, for example, the eye darkens. Witherance is the inverse of fortinance and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone, like the fortinance, but wood is more commonly used. Okay, so what I'm hearing is I should have taken you out and I should have put you in here. Closed you. Oh, yep, you sure do. You definitely get dark during that day. You sure do do. Do do do. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrestled the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off in the cold, dark wetness. All right, let's draw. And stay within the lines. Oh. Oh my. I don't know what that is. I am not sure what that is, actually. Maybe that's on the map. Hold please. Let me look. I'm thinking like this looks like that, right? Okay. So if that's that, then that's this, right? This section here is like those, and so that section there is this. And then yeah, then this is that. So then we're maybe looking at this one. Yes. When I draw back the curtain, I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize that it's looking right back at me. Oh, hold on, person. The object I am looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. Well, yeah, because that's a little unnerving. Got it. All right, I do it again because it didn't do the first time. Sarah Barrington. We think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out on the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. But we put our heads together and wonder if there's another way. You're our last hope. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope. There was something that was water breathing that I ran across not that long ago. Like, I literally just reread it. Underwater. This is what I'm looking for. Allows the bear to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use the ascus are for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they're back out on dry land and pass out. And the core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. All right. Is that going to be you? Okay, hold on. I was expecting it hard and leathery and bony. Yeah, I think that's a package deal. I think that's a package deal. But I'm looking for something with a ring of sorts. We're just going to close you. I don't know what I'm looking for. Smooth, raising, bronze and green. Well, this is water. Maybe. Hold on. Those that use the okay. The item is is cold to the touch, but the ring sometimes causes the halo. Sometimes called the halo stays warm. I don't. Green organic material. Hard, thin, and delicate. Okay. Looking for something that's needs to be warm, hard, and cool. Maybe it's this. No. Clearly not that. But it was warm. Polished, rough, pointy. A hearing charm. That's not going to help me. That's a shimmer. Cool. That's all cool though. There's nothing warm to touch with that. Just weathered. That's just weathered. It's got a bit of weathering to it. Hard and cool polished. Yeah, I was thinking this wouldn't be bad, but I don't see anything warm about that. And I think all the stuff I have down here. Oh, I guess yeah, all the stuff I have down here are named. All the stuff down there. Well, you know what? Screw it. We're going to try it anyway. Nope. What about you? All right. Hint. I'm looking for I should use the and I understand that hint. That mentions that the item has a ring. I don't. Sure. Yeah, I didn't think that was what we were looking for, but apparently I wanted to roll dice today. I was really hoping to roll some dice. Headed. This isn't a ring so much as it's an opening. I don't know. I should inspect some items that have rings to see if, and really not helpful. It isn't. Yeah, this doesn't say warm or cold. I am. Yeah, see, this says cold, but it doesn't say warm. It doesn't say warm at all. Oh, maybe it's this. Okay, let's try you. No, we are rolling dice, people! Excuse me, customer. I need to roll some dice, so this is what we're doing right now. No? Apparently I really want to roll the bugs. So then let's get the bugs out of the way. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jupiter. Really excited that you helped me there. But you notice I can't seem to roll a cat worth a dang. Hey, look, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about the cats anymore. I'm just gonna do this now. I'm hoping my next roll. Well, see, I'm glad I did that because I'm not real glad I did that. But I didn't get any. Oh, geez Louise. Now it's really just going to heck in a handbasket. That's a lot of snakes. So we're going to do the snakes. And then we're going to hope we get a son. We did. No, hold on there, kind thingamabob. I forget what that's called. Don't remember. Yeah, you need something that has a ring. I understand. I understand. Okay, so I gave you this. I think I've given you this. I've given you this. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. This is not. No, this isn't warm and cold and cold and warm. I don't. I was doing so well. Yeah, okay. Mentions a ring. Got it. Some items that are warm and cold. Yeah, that's it, right? Okay, great. Not helpful at all. Not a ring, and neither is it warm and cold. I don't know this one. And that may seem like you didn't do anything kind of sentiment, but I really am stuck. I know I did that one before, and basically it was like, that's not a ring, and I'm like, okay, fair. Yeah, I understand. I don't see anything that's warm with that one. Or that one. This is cool. This is all cool. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. And see, this has a ring. And that's warm. And then the gems are cold. But you don't like that one. You don't like that at all. Not what I want. I want this. The core item is cold to the touch, but the ring always stays warm. Yeah, see, the core item is warm. So it's not that. Was I supposed to already be in here? Like, is that that's sort of my shtick that I'm dealing with here? I don't consider that a ring, so I'm happy you're telling me no on that one, because I don't consider that a ring. I need to phone a friend. I need help. See, that's not warm or cold, so I don't. That's why I don't think it's this bird-looking thing. I feel like I was supposed to have something else by now, and that's part of why this is giving me such a hard time. Like this one right here would have given me everything that I need. I don't know. I don't know. I could play around with this some more, but I don't think that's exactly helping me. You know what I mean? I do find it interesting that both of these objects give the same kind of feel. Oh my goodness. Where, oh where? I mean, I guess I could start just clicking on places. I should not have come here. All right. It's got to be somewhere over here, right? Like, I have learned that Jupiter is aboard the Mary Bell. I should go find him. I mean, Jupiter's right here. I'm glad you didn't penalize me, but I am also, this was a mistake. I got problems. This was a mistake. How many more mistakes can I make before like it becomes a really big problem? I'm wasting my time here. I don't understand. I've already done this, right? I know I done that one. Did I do this one? Yes, that's the Jupiter one. I don't. I'm unclear what I'm supposed to be doing here. But I feel like the maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the I so if this is where I think that the maiden is, because this is the only tower that there is. And this is north is this way. She can't be pointing west. We already pointed north, right? South? Lady Rosalind built the Folly in memory of her husband, lost to the lake or so the story goes. Now it stands wind-worn and empty, overlooking the water. I checked the turret just in case, but nothing but dust and old stones. Love doesn't leave much behind. Okay. All right. So not south, not west, not north. It's got to be east. And if this is the tower, I am unsure where exactly this is. But I'm thinking it's got to be. I don't know. Where else is there? Okay, east. So here? Holy hell, that's a far way. Jeez Louise. I clicked on every friggin' forest. I didn't think it would be across the map. Mossy wood! I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there is nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Hey, look, that has a hole. Nope. Wrong hole. It is a hole. It is not the hole, apparently. I don't know what this other one is, honestly. We're gonna... we'll just... That's fine. We'll leave it like that. That's fine. My brain is really tired, and I don't... That means eye holes there. That's a sleep vessel. I'm not sure... I feel like I've done everything that doesn't have a name that has a hole that could be considered a ring. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here because I don't quite know what this is. Can I stop here? Can I save? Of course not. Because why would I be able to save? Your game is saved automatically. Okay, really quick. Yes. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful day and I'll see you all later. Bye.